Hi Sagittarius, hello, welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Sagittarius Love Reading. Sagittarius Love Tarot Reading, and as is very often, most often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Sagittarius Love Messages Reading. Messages from your person, messages from their higher self, channeled love messages. Sagittarius, this is a timeless reading. Well, it's a fated connection. You are here when you're meant to be here. That's far? No, that's not too many. These are yours. So welcome whenever that is. It means there's a message here for you. The Hermit card, Virgo and Mercury energy. The Two of Swords, interesting. That's the Moon and Libra energy. And the Five of Cups in the upright, Mars and Scorpio energy. So it's really clear here in the Hermit energy that this is a time of separation with your person here today. The Two of Swords coming in reverse, so there's indecision around this connection. There's some confusion. There's also a compromise that is needed. This is the partnership placement. Five of Cups coming here in the upper right. So this is somebody who left the connection, left you feeling, may have ghosted you, but left you feeling like they don't love you. And there's a lot of regret here. You can see here within the Five of Cups, these three cups, it's bringing in the Three of Cups, the Mercury and Cancer energy, that this has not, the feelings, the hurt feelings haven't gone away. They're still here. They haven't dissipated. That emotional energy is still very present. For some of you, that can indicate that this is a really, I want to say a recent separation, but that's not going to be for everyone because it's also just the feeling around it. The Two of Cups here are also right behind. Of course, that's Venus and Cancer energy, and we can see that you're still in each other's energy. This is a time of separation that doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like this is over. But there's, very clearly a compromise needed. This is where your person's energy is the strongest, Sagittarius. It's the Emperor, it's Mars and Aries energy. Somebody who likes things a particular way. It's divine masculine energy. And it's somebody who's also been hiding their feelings and hasn't been willing to compromise here. Interesting. And really by way of dragging this out, the separation, quite literally, it is a little bit of sabotage. So a lot of this connection is around some of this arrogance, some of this ego that's coming through, and somebody who hasn't been wanting to compromise, yet they're hiding how they feel because there's a lot of regret here. There's a feeling of loss from both ends. And again, we can see that there is a separation. Mercury and Virgo energy, it's where you go, to get clarity. A quest for personal truth. To figure out what it is that you want. And how long has your person been in there, Sag? Because the energy here is really indecisive with this Two of Swords. Now, this is a minor arcana, so this is a day-to-day energy, and my throat chakra is starting to act up. And of course, everyone has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change because everybody's making choices, aren't they? So here in the partnership placement, somebody will eventually make a decision here because we see that you're still in each other's energy and there's still a decision to be made. But by way of taking this time, which the Emperor is doing, it's putting the Strength card in reverse. This is Leo energy. It's also the source. And it's kind of heightening the fear that's also ultimately around this Emperor who's kind of holding it all together. You can see they have an Ankh here in their nose. And that's, by the way, that's also representative twin flame energy. If you're on a twin flame journey, it's not for everybody. That's also yin yang energy, divine feminine and divine masculine energy. I'm hearing, and I don't often hear this, the yin to my yang. So you are both very different, yet complementary. This is somebody who really regrets hurting you. But again, they're taking so long that what is happening to this connection, because I do feel that you're both in the Hermit card energy, because this really is, well, this is the separation here. It's kind of a timeout. The Knight of Wands is showing itself in the upright. This is more Leo energy. This is an energy of, well, yeah, somebody coming in here pretty fast, and look, they have an offer. They're bringing in some food, a lizard. Their wings are wide open. Of course, it's very fiery red, the passionate energy. This is the Wands energy. It's the fire energy. It's the fastest energy, and it's also the energy of love. So it's coming here with their heart. They're wearing the wand on their shield. I'm looking here. Is that are they wearing kind of a hat on top of their armor? Maybe. That's a little bit of conflicting energy here, and I am hearing that this is a bottoms up. Okay, interesting. So this is how this is going today. There's the Runner, still running. Wow, there's the Truth, the Lover's card, the Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles. We're going to see what's going on with your overall energy, Sagittarius. Sometimes it's coming in the way of tarot. Sometimes it's a love message. We will be bringing in another deck. So it's really clear that this Emperor is somebody who left the connection. Also hasn't been telling the truth, and it's really clear that it's about how they feel about you. Is there something else here? Because the truth is being revealed. They love you. It's the Lover's card. It's Gemini energy, of course. It's Venus energy. It's the hottest planet. It's the planet of love. This is a soulmate. We have many soulmates in the world. This is a soulmate. And for those of you on a twin flame journey, this is also here. This is working out the issues. Somebody here preparing for a love offer, yes. And part of what's coming through with that, and maybe that's all it is, we need to see here, because we do see them coming. We see the Ten of Pentacles, because we also see that, well, that they're coming here with the truth. This is justice. It's more Venus energy, and of course it's also Libra. This sword that is going into this tree, that's the earth energy. A tree's been here a really long time. It's a wounding to this long-term energy. So this lie about how they feel about you and what else really was the last sword, I want to say. It's kind of like the third sword. You can see the Seven of Swords, Aquarius and Uranus, that Uranus energy, all about change. A little bit of chaotic change too, and they're carrying off the Three of Swords here, and that's bringing in the Three of Swords, the Saturn and Libra energy. And that's the separation. That's the heartbreak leading to the separation that we know you're both in. Trying to figure things out here. That sword harmed this also, this Ten of Pentacles, which is here in the upright. This is the Emperor who's been hiding how they feel. They also regret having left, and you can see that. The regret is palpable. I can feel it here in the Five of Cups today. And it can be very well that your person is still on the run, so to speak. But this is a running energy, and it's also the dishonest energy. And that's the truth coming here. And the harmful energy of what happened. And it can be for some of you there was a betrayal. It's not going to be for everybody. By the way, the Hierophant is in reverse. We are going to talk about that. The Ten of Pentacles. This is long-term energy. This is long-term energy with the tree and this sword, this dishonesty, which we also see, here in the Seven of Swords, which, by the way, they know it. We see it in the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, that they're very clear what has happened here, and they have a lot of regret. You can see that in the Five of Cups. It's quite emotional. So it's also about what they said or what they didn't say, because those cups are empty, and those Three of Cups here within the five, that's the Mercury and Cancer energy. And Mercury, of course, is the planet of the mind and the planet of communication. So somebody wasn't thinking here when they said some hurtful things, or they were holding back how they feel the truth, because this is the truth coming. And they regret leaving. You can see that. It's also connecting to the Knight of Swords and this Emperor energy, of course, of not communicating And you know that because we know that they've been hiding it. And the Knight of Swords is Libra and Mercury energy, and that's also putting Libra here, which of course is connected to the truth, and it's in reverse here. And that Mercury energy, which is not sharing how they feel, not communicating, possibly again even saying some things that were really hurtful. My question is, and it's rhetorical because I'm talking to you here in a video, were you already in the Ten of Pentacles? Or is that what you were working toward? You know, or was it just still something that you were talking about or thinking about? Because that sword, that dishonesty here, the hiding of the feelings, the lack of clarity, the lack of truth, the lack of communication, all of it, the indecision here about how they feel, which we see that they love you. You love them as well. Is that what harmed Ten of Pentacles? I think so. But we can also see that it's here on the table. So the truth of what happened here, whether, again, you were already in this long-term energy, you were working toward it, or it was still something you were deciding, it's still here. It's here, and it hasn't gone away. You can see it. And this Emperor has been, well, hiding how they feel. That yin-yang energy as well. I'm hearing yin to the yang, and that is just not something I always hear. And that's an energy of being really polar opposites, but somehow matching. They're clear about that too. And by the way, it's Hierophant in reverse. This is divine, more divine masculine energy. It's also Taurus energy. It's in reverse here. So there are some, well, it's a commitment energy. It's marriage energy. It's a long-term energy. So we already know that there are some issues here in this long-term connection, or what was going to be a long-term connection. And a lot of that is around how they feel, but there's also an energy here of, well, commitment issues. It can be around that as well, that there are other people involved in this connection. That can be romantic, but it can also be family of origin, location, cultural, religious differences. You can see here that they want to communicate. I feel like you both do. This is the Three of Pentacles in the upright. It's the Mars and Capricorn energy, because this is a collaborative energy. This is, I mean, look, you're looking at each other. You're looking at each other, but there's still a lot of anger here. We know that this connection is and has been quiet and trouble. Again, that Hermit energy of taking time out. It's the breakup energy. But the longer that they take to come here with the truth, the more it's harming the connection, I feel. Because we see that they love you. The question also is, why are they so indecisive about coming in here, even when with this Knight of Wands energy, with what they're offering? Because we see that they want to be honest with you, and we see that they regret having left and being dishonest and having affected this Ten of Pentacles. So let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, so this is also around the Eight of Cups. This is more of the energy of the Seven of Swords. This was a runner, for sure. For a lot of you, it was a ghosting energy. They have a lot of regret here. What? For some of you, this was, yeah, you hadn't reached this yet, because you can see they're leaving the cups. Look, there are the Five of Cups as well. They're flying off here. It's a feeling of regretting it as they're doing it, but this was the abandonment. This was them leaving. Almost immediate regret. There's the Two of Cups. So was there some type of offer on the table of getting you into that Ten of Pentacles, whether it was moving in together, marriage, going to another level? Because you can see here that this is what's being thought about in the Hermit energy, is this connection. Because these pentacles are not going to, this is not going to grow and get resolved if nobody's communicating. And not communicating effectively, because you have to be on the same page. For me, this is kind of like, well, yeah, it's being on the same page. It's everybody even wanting to talk and work it out. And you can see that connecting here with the Hermit energy. It's what's on everybody's mind. But we also see in the Strength card in reverse, this major arcana, that it's There's some discord, there's some fear. And the longer that it takes to connect, the further apart you grow. Yet, we come right back here. And what is coming in here? The Four of Cups in reverse. The Lover's card. So this is obviously about both of you. And yeah, I do feel that you're both there for different reasons. You figuring out what you want. Your person, I feel, figuring out how to come back in here. Because, you know, we know that love isn't always enough, okay? But it's really strong for me. I can feel, Sagittarius, that this Emperor has a lot of feelings, but they have been holding them back. And again, and that's interesting, as I was just about to talk about, look, these are coming threes. The most I take, those are yours. I was just about to talk about the High Priestess energy as well, because there is a feeling. So here's the Divine Feminine energy. This is, of course, the counterpart to the Hierophant. So this is telling us, and we're going to look at the Four of Cups in reverse as well, that you are both here in this Hermit energy trying to figure out what you want to do. This is an energy of not being sure. It's more indecisive energy, but it's a lot bigger. You know, it's the High Priestess and it's the Hierophant. Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies. Yeah, so it's the Star in reverse. And this is the sadness around, well, it's the sadness around this not being handled. So have you been waiting to hear from your person? I think so, because that Strength card energy in reverse is telling us that it's really sabotaging things the longer that they take. They're very clear that they regret having left. They know what this is, they know how they feel, and they also want to come with the truth. But everybody here, it's just taking a while as they try to get the courage here. That's the King of Wands in reverse. And that's the, well, yeah, the strength and the courage to come here. It's a little bit of hot and cold energy. And this is also, for some of you, you've been waiting literally for a message, but it's an energy of being ignored. You know, it's a cooling off period, but it also feels like it's time to end that cooling off period. The Four of Cups is showing itself in reverse. This is the Moon in Cancer. And of course, that's putting the Moon in reverse here as well. And that's clarity. And that's the truth coming. So somebody here is trying to find another way. Can it be for some of you there's some blocking that's been going on? Maybe. But I don't even think it's just a physical other way that they're trying to find. It's a way to come back. It's getting over some of the ego here in the Emperor card. It's coming back with humility. That's the energy here for me today. Yeah, look, it's time for things to move. It's interesting because this is how it's wanting to go today. Look. So it's the Six of Swords in the upright. It's Aquarius energy, and it's time. It's telling us that it's time for things to be moving again here. It's literally time to communicate. This is Mercury in Aquarius energy. You can see that the boat, look at all the swords in here, is moving again. Of course, that's the Six of Swords. And it's interesting because it's almost like somebody's sitting here and who's there? Because that's Three Swords. That's the Three of Swords. It's the heartbreak. And then here's somebody over here on the heartbreak. And it's moving again. And it's Mercury energy. It's the planet of the mind and it's the planet of communication. And you can see that the icebergs are starting to break up and melt, which is putting this divine energy, this emotional energy, it's warming up. It's lessening, I want to say, the lack of communication. You know, there's like and also how they feel, because there's been a really frozen layer with your person, I feel like, not moving forward emotionally and sharing how they feel, and it's all melting here. It's literally time, I'm wondering here with the Seven of Wands. In reverse, are you still going to be here when they come? Look, here's the Ace of Wands. I feel like we saw the Ace of Wands, didn't we? In any case, yeah, it's here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're here as well. And that's coming in. That's getting this urge. It's the wand here is coming out of the nest. Lots of leaves here of change. And the nest, of course, is symbolizing possibly a home, but the connection, a life together. It's building a life together here. So whether you were already in this, or you were on your way, or it was on the table, this is what they're coming in here with. They're coming in here with the truth about how they feel, the truth of what they've been hiding. Also why they left, because they regret it. They regret leaving you feeling like they didn't love you because they love you. So that's also coming through. And that's going back into or to the Ten of Pentacles. That's a new cycle. That's a new beginning. That's a renewal. That's the end of no contact, no communication potential here. Yeah, this is somebody who's preparing to come in here. Literally, look at this. Getting out of this hermit energy, because this is where they went to get the clarity, to see how they feel. We know that in the Ace of Swords. They haven't been communicating. We see that in the Star card in reverse. And it's interesting because the 8th star and the Star card is a gift. Was a gift to the Strength card, to send in that hope for renewal and for clarity. And so they're kind of co-creating here together, and they're both still in reverse. So this is a stubborn energy, and also coming through here, that Emperor energy. There is some pride and ego here. It's actually really very strong. I want to bring in another deck. Hello. So I have another deck. I don't know what got picked up, this camera. I don't know why it does that. We're going to bring in another deck. It's in German. If you don't know, I'm in the Austrian Alps, but it doesn't matter. Let's see what is coming through in the way of validation. If we need some clarity, maybe we have some questions to ask. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the 5 of Cups again. Okay, so it's coming back here. It's a validation that they have a lot of regret for leaving here and for lying. And that's also why we see the Justice here in the upright. Coming here with the truth, literally. Look, how long has this been? Because the Emperor has been hiding how they feel. How long has that been going on? Because the icebergs are melting. This is a necessary movement in the way of communication. And we see here with Justice that they're coming here with the truth. And again, it's the 5 of Cups coming in. It's validating it. It's Mars and Scorpio energy. That they really regret leaving you feeling like they don't love you because they love you. That's really clear. It's the 4 of Wands in reverse. So was there some arguing around this connection? For some of you, did somebody leave a dwelling, I want to say. It can be even a city, state, country, but it's also about the connection. And look, that's the thing. There's a lot of loss here. There's a lot of regret too, and that's coming through with the 4 of Wands. That's the Venus in Cancer energy. And again, it can be that there was some arguing going on, and that's also connecting with the Strength card in reverse. The Moon is coming here in reverse. It's Pisces energy. Gemini and Cancer also coming through. This is clarity, and this is the truth coming, and we know that. It's opening up and communicating the truth. This is the truth coming. Sagittarius, this feels really goosebumpy, and that's yours too. The truth is that they love you. What else is the truth? Is that the offer? Are they just coming in to tell you that they love you? Because they do love you, and there's a lot of regret here, and you're both here in this divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And it's in reverse for both of you because you're trying to figure this out. But I keep hearing yin to my yang, and that's just not always the case here. So there's a polar opposite energy coming together and balancing out that yin-yang energy today. This is yours. Yeah, it's the Ace of Cups. So there is that offer. There's an apologetic energy here. I'll tell you that. They have a lot of regret for leaving. It's super clear. And look, there's the cup they also left behind. And again, did they leave behind? That was going to be another level that you were taking with those 2 of Cups. And there's the Ace of Cups too. So they're coming back in here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy in making an offer. It can be marriage proposals. Proposals are not always marriage. They're also new beginnings. If they're planning to make an offer here, you can see it. A lot of that, of course, is around the truth. And a lot of that is around the truth of how they feel about you, which this Emperor has been hiding for how long, which really disconnected a lot of things here. And there's that Ace of Wands too. So it's an energy of it's an energy of coming out of nowhere. Okay, so I'm just hearing that, yeah, the Lover's card is your overall energy today. Interesting. Okay, so things are kind of moving around here. It's the truth. That's the clarity. Opening up emotionally and coming here with this offer. So that's at the bottom of the deck. It wanted to come in. We turned it over and, well, it's the Judgment card. So this is the clarity and this is the decision and this is the wake-up call. This is this person. How far in the past does it go? Is it recent? Because this can sometimes be closure, but today this is reconciliation. This is asking for forgiveness. This is airing everything out. This is clarity. This is the truth. And this is union today. You're both here. This is Pluto energy. And of course, it's a 20, and that's coming to a 2, and that's the two of you. And that's also the balance. That's bringing in, again, the infinity symbol, the yin to the yang, the truth, the duality, also the dark to the light, making a wrong into a right here. This is judgment. This is Archangel Gabriel, the angel for messages, saying, wake up, get some clarity, make a decision. What do you want here? It's time for things to be moving again. If you're going to live in this regret, you got to do something about it. And at the very least, it's an apology. At the most, it's an apology, and it's a really big offer. And I do feel that this is an offer here today. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Back again. A Three of Wands, excuse me. Coming here in the upright. That's the Sun and Aries energy. And this, much like the Three of Pentacles, it's a collaborative energy. And it's also an energy of travel. So it can be that somebody is traveling to you, by way of, let's say, flight. I'm here with the owls, but the Chariot, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever. And it's a fast energy, and it's the energy of love. And it's the Three of Wands. It's the divine. It's divine timing. It's communication. It's also expansion, and that's growth, and that's taking this to another level, and it's also a really, it's a fiery energy. It's somebody who's coming in here. Look, they're bringing the truth and the Six of Pentacles, and what else are they bringing, Sagittarius? It's the Moon and Taurus energy. It's the Moon and Taurus energy. It's communication. It's opening up. And it's the Pentacles. It's the Earth energy. Look, your hands here, it's what you've been waiting for. It's a reciprocal energy. It's a giving energy. It's the back and forth energy, which is what you have been waiting for. Okay, I'm going to bring in some channeled love messages. I could keep going and going, but I feel like it's time to hear what they have to say, messages from their higher self, because we see that they have regret. We see that they love you, and they especially regret making you feel like they didn't love you. And things are on the move here now. This wake-up call is really loud and clear. This Emperor knows what you mean to them, and they know that they need to bring that truth to you. And what else? Messages from their higher self. Channeled love messages. I want to be your favorite hello, and your hardest goodbye. My pride and ego got in the way. We heard this. It's very much the case. A lot of the case here, I have to say, Sag. There is some of this going on. By the way, there is a really strong chemistry between you. Sometimes that it's overwhelming. There can be a little bit, a lot of headbutting here. There's a lot of love here, and there's a lot of passionate energy. There's a very strong chemistry between you. My 6-word love story, I can't imagine life without you. All my life, I've been dreaming of an angel like you. It's an energy here, particularly of somebody who really blew it in this Five of Cups. Fünf der Kelche, as you can see. The emotional energy is, you know, look how tumultuous just the waves are, how big they are and wild they are. Look at the little starfish here, making something work that wasn't working. Infinite possibilities. This Five of Cups. So it's both the energy of them having left, looking in this cup, maybe even not kind of happening, a ghosting, you know. And it's also an energy of them going back sort of in time here and looking into it, because that's the regret. There's a lot of regret here, and you see the Four of Cups lined up right below it, the Moon and Cancer energy of wanting to come in here, and we know that already. You inspire a love in me that I never knew was possible. All I have ever wanted is to have you for life. So that's the Ten of Pentacles. You make me forget how to breathe. So this is interesting because when your reading started, I felt kind of like I was in a fire. This happens sometimes when there's a really strong, well, chemistry between two people. And that's what that was. And that's coming here right with the Emperor. Interesting. These are yours. 3. From the first day I was attracted to you. Now it's not only the attraction, but the love. You have made me know how it feels to love and find true love. What is in that Ace of Cups that they're coming here with? The Lover's card, the Ten of Pentacles, wake up energy, big time, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You're weird, but I like it. I always love this card. Those are yours, and that's it. We're going to bring in some totems today. Without you in my life, everything is meaningless. My love for you will never change. You are now part of my life, and I will never let you go. It's all piling up here around the Lover's card. We're going to bring in some totems. Totems. Wow. The Tree of Life. You know, this, I can never figure this out. I think this is a baby rattle. That's connecting to babies and new beginnings, which I also see with this little angel. That's new beginnings, but it can also mean something in that way for you. For a long time, I thought this was a scepter. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a scepter. That is from the Empress, the counterpart to the Emperor, of course. And that's growing and starting anything. That can also, yeah, interestingly connect to pregnancies. And I don't generally talk about that here in my readings. Tennis, does somebody have a connection to tennis? Interesting. A tennis racket, a tennis ball. There might have been some games for some of you, but I'm not really feeling that so strong. I think that's a particular message. There's a cat. It's interesting because cats are, well, we know they're protectors, they're healers. They're also really, when they come and they lay on you, that is they come when you may not even realize it when you need them, and they also chase away bad energy. They take in negative energy and they release it in the night. So they come and they take it, and they can take it from multiple people in the house. So this is sort of taking that negative energy that may have been around this connection. Oh, look at that. This is Capricorn energy coming through. Really quite strong here with Saturn as well. Interesting. That's also bringing in some world card energy for me, which really isn't surprising because this is somebody coming in with an offer and reconciliation. Soulmate energy, for sure, we know. And it can be really a life-changing offer. Yeah, and it might even be coming in the way of a message. This is a bird on a wand. Roman numerals are a sign for me of a culmination of things coming to fruition now. So this new cycle, it's like things have been building up to this, and look, it's a little angel here on the heart just waiting around. This spiritual connection. The High Priestess and the Hierophant, both in reverse, trying to figure things out. Of course, we see the infinity symbol here. This is really goosebumpy, Sagittarius. The yin to my yang is what I've been hearing your entire reading. It's just not something that I say often. It just doesn't come often. You're both very different, but you complement each other. Okay, so the letters that have come in today are Y, Z, it's a Z, W, C, V, R, and O. Sometimes they can spell things, sometimes not. I guess I probably won't try to spell anything because I could just sit here and, I don't know if this is going to spell anything today. So it can be initials, locations, and it can be that anyway. And of course, angel numbers, repeating numbers, we see one here. But this is also birthdays or anniversaries or ages. 33, it's a master number. Anything is possible here. And that's the Fool card energy here as well with this 0. The hero's journey, Uranus taking a chance, a clean slate. That's clean slate energy. And this is manifesting this 4. The foundation with all 4 areas of support and stability, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Anything is possible here in this connection. Sagittarius, I really like this for you. And the yin to, I keep hearing you're the yin to my yang. Maybe it's the opposite for you. Maybe it's yang to yang. But it's not about gender. It's just about the, completing you. It's your person saying you complete me. Okay, you make me a better person. And that also came through here. Sagittarius, that's your reading today. It's been my total honor to channel for you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed today's reading, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribed to the channel. This really helps keep the channel moving, so thank you so much for your support. I'm sending you love and light. I love you very much. I look forward to seeing you at another reading. Until then, take good care. Bye.